When the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night. 'Cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. The entire gang has arrived this morning for a wonderful Friday. It's Fun Friday.
Look at it, and I got my pocket open. I didn't even know these things had pockets wide open.
You know, I don't do good with zipper pockets. I never have.
Well, that's about all you can get nowadays.
Julia, did you wear the zipper stuff back in high school in the 80s when all that was, you remember the black stuff?
The parachute pants?
We had all those zippers. Did you wear all that?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just 29.
You got to remember,
Dad.
there's a. That was funny.
That's not what age you had her down yesterday.
A viewer this week asked him if he was my father, so I've been calling him Daddy.
And I politely explained that the camera messes that Julia's 2 years older than I am. So, you know.
Yeah.
She just holds her age well.
Yeah, he has that side of the camera doctored.
That's what it is.
It's one of them bifocal cameras.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
I'm thinking of what was that Bellamy Brothers song? What she needs, a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Diamond rings and a brand new caddy.
They call me Splenda.
Good morning to everyone. It is Friday as we begin a great-looking day. It won't end that way, though, because we've got rain in the forecast.
Scotty Ray
50%
loves to
chance of
ruin an
thunderstorm.
event.
Which brings me to my subject. Julia, we go to you. We're breaking news. What are we going to do about full moon on 5th?
We do not have an official answer yet, but it ain't looking good. So
we're putting it out there.
we
It
know
ain't looking good.
we know that we can start. We're just concerned about finishing and wet moons, and they get moldy.
We're going to have to get one of those little slogans there like Fox News does where it pops up and it goes, ain't looking good.
Yeah, ain't looking good. But we haven't made the official call. But
Okay.
Can start but can't finish.
Scotty Ray hadn't shut anything down in a while, so
It was due one this year.
Yeah.
Is this the last one of the year or do you have more?
Well, it's the last one of the spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we don't do this, we'll reschedule something.
Yeah,
hopefully.
we'll figure something out. We always do.
Me and Greg really want to be on the committee of the Gong Show where they have to perform for us before they get to the state. Any way that we can do this to where we do this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, that's the kitchen. But I think that when we decide that we want 80s country every time.
Back on up a little bit.
70s country every time.
Or a little bit further back.
Come on, don't you know what music your daddy likes?
Have y'all ever thought about a blues night? Because, I mean, there's...
I have loved
blues.
some of the recommendations. I would love to do a blues night. I think that would be a lot of fun. Somebody suggested a 70s night. We get a lot of...
I can hear Greg yelling, stroking!
Yeah, that's right.
We get
She my TV mama, the one with the big widescreen.
I don't want to bump a little big fat one. Y'all remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
We're already singing, everybody. Buckle up.
That was a good song. I don't remember who sang it.
I love blues.
And what was that one that they I went down there where everybody sings that? What's that song? Once I was a boogie singer. Club downtown.
He's lost again.
And they were
All right, this is a
dancing,
little
they were
painful to watch.
moving.
I think
and-
you should
Oh,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Play that
and some
funky music.
white boy.
That's right.
Who sang that?
That's not really blues, but okay.
Okay.
I mean, blues is I bought her a Ford, she wanted a Cadillac, that kind of stuff.
I love it. Joe Tex sang it, Debbie says. It was that. I think I heard that at the last full moon on the 80s night.
Probably.
You could have, but
Yeah.
it wasn't blues.
Okay.
I can see
It was
that.
kind of close.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe not.
I'm still
Robin
hot.
Kelly says, Happy Mother's Day, Julia.
Oh, thank you.
I almost forgot about that.
You don't have anything smart to say? No. A happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes.
That's Sunday, right? And
Have you done, boys, y'all are responsible for lunch on Sunday. Don't make them cook. Or
And which-
what are you doing? What's your plan? Better go buy the pig. And get some.
I told her whatever she'd like to do. We'd go to Tate's and eat, or I would go by Mathis and get some of those steaks. If
Okay,
you've not
so
tried them, they are awesome.
I've heard from you.
My contribution last Sunday was, hey, is today Mother's Day? And she goes, no. I said, oh, good.
Oh, good. There's still time.
He put those coupons back in his pocket. All about their business.
I got 1 week.
Now's the time, I guess, does and we're not really big on this in Meridian, but is there such thing as having to make reservations in Meridian for?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't get in Weidman's.
That's true,
Weidman's takes
that line.
reservations. Amore. Harvest is actually open on Mother's Day,
Okay.
and that's their only Sunday that they're open. Jeans is open. They are taking reservations.
Is Chick-fil-A opening up for this?
No, Chick-fil-A.
Greg's probably thinking she's trying to find a way to get the Don P on Sunday.
Ooh, man.
I hadn't been there in a little while, but it was good the one time I went.
First time last night. I mean,
I'm going to let you
I
take
ate
me to
at
lunch there.
Anytime. I'd been eating at the truck, but I went downtown and said, oh my God.
Wait, anything in there I can eat?
Boiled shrimp.
Okay.
Best boiled shrimp I've ever eaten in my life. Easy peel.
Scotty Ray is just about like, you know, that kid
Meat
that
and
only
taters.
eats chicken tenders
Yeah,
and
meat
french
taters,
fries.
Meat and taters.
Folio
Ketchup and it
with
can't
chicken and
touch.
cheese.
Yeah, meat and taters and don't let them touch.
I'm with you on that. I don't like that. I like to eat my food. I'm one of those, I'll eat one thing at a time. I don't like to mix things.
And all it mixes.
That's right. Throw it all in the pot. We'll be talking about where we're going to go eat. No, he won't eat there. Can't eat there.
Might try something new.
So what happens for you on Mother's Day? What's tradition for you?
We eat with my mother-in-law. We do something. Tyler makes reservations. Sometimes he hasn't, and that hasn't gone well for him. And so
So do you make
he's
it
a
for
quick
him
study.
under his name?
No, I'm the reservation queen. We are always going to have, if we're going somewhere or whatever. But this is the one that I'm like, I don't have to today. So my mother-in-law, we have what we call the plant exchange. Like she always gets me a plant, and I always get her a plant.
Isn't that sweet?
Isn't that sweet? And so
I'm touched.
Yeah. That's basically it. It's pretty
How many
quiet. Go
do
to
you have
church.
from over the years that's still alive?
The pot or the plant?
I do have the pots, but I planted
what I
new
figured.
stuff in the
So y'all
pots where
get
the
the
dead.
good pots is literally what you're exchanging.
Yeah, I've got several things. Yeah, most of the pots in my backyard are from dead plants passed on Mother's Day.
Dead Pets
Yeah.
Place. That's pretty
Yeah.
good there. Already 9 minutes into the hour. Good morning, everyone. Coming up, we're going to talk about the big parade that is planned for Meridian. Should we have a winner in American Idol, our top three? We'll talk about that. That's on the way at the Scotty Ray Report.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have two locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Okay, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. We are all here. Did anybody hear something in the distance last night go pow, pow?
You know, after a while, you get used to noises and you kind of
Tune it out.
tune it out.
Kind of like your wife yelling at you. Well,
Womp, 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 like Charlie Brown's teacher.
well, if you were in the neighborhood, this was happening here. A gold van was seen with possibility of gunfire coming out.
Is that
I got
what
a dollar.
do it?
I got $1.25 that says that van didn't look like that.
That's the best description.
What's the
that I got.
show that had the gold van?
Do what's that now?
Wasn't there a show where they?
Scooby. Scooby
No,
had a little
that was
van.
that
Hardy
was,
Boys.
that was the Mystery Machine.
The Hardy Boys had their van though, and then the A-Team had a van.
The 18. That's
But it
probably, but it
wasn't
wasn't gold.
gold,
But there
no.
was gold. It's, okay, that's how my brain works.
Mr. T had
Yeah,
gold.
I'm doing the Association of Van Gold. Okay,
There you
all right,
go.
Moving
But,
along.
I do believe somebody was pulled over. We don't know what happened after that, but that did go on.
Okay.
Early morning rumors of possibility of. Y'all remember? Was it this week or last week we had the Coca-Cola truck stolen?
That was
First of this week.
Tuesday, maybe?
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, we had an 18-wheeler stolen off of 8th Street. Guy decided he couldn't handle it. He had to have some Coca-Cola and drove it right on down to Railroad Street, where he was apprehended a little bit later. Rumor was early this morning that he possibly could have been seen near another truck. I don't think he got it, but I guess he'd bonded out there and, well, wanted to go for another ride. We're waiting to get further details as the morning progresses.
Go big or go home.
Still near the railroad track, I'll put it that way.
But an 18-wheeler?
Yeah, he was-
Again?
With a billboard, not just a plain white box truck. We're talking about major billboards on the side of these things.
This one you would see very close to the co-op if you were standing there.
Okay.
He was near a parking lot near there.
Stealing
So he
beer
stole
trucks?
it from the shop.
Well, I don't think he actually got it. He was seen in the neighborhood of thinking about it. But he was in that neighborhood trying to get details on that.
He
It's,
was casing the joint. Is that what you
that
said?
may be it.
Well, that Coke stuff didn't work out for me.
It did not.
We're changing companies.
Couldn't come up with a driver's license when he was asked for it. You kind of need those.
Yeah.
Nothing like our good folks here that break the law from time to time there. What do we know as we prepare for this, Julie? We're going to ask you as we get ready for this. Should we have an American Idol top 3 winner? What's going to happen? There's rumor that we could have a parade. Where we at on all that?
So we'll know Monday night if he's in the top 3, and then he'll get on a plane Tuesday morning, and he'll be in Meridian. Wednesday during the day they'll do some private shooting with American Idol because all the camera crew and everything comes in, and then Wednesday evening there will be a parade. I think we're looking at like a 5:30ish start time. All this is going to be officially announced, and we'll get everything to Scotty Ray for the exact time. So this is all very rough at the moment. It's a big event that you're planning really quickly that may or may not happen. So this is new to Meridian, but we're figuring it out because we want Meridian to look really, really good for this, and we're all very excited for Jamal. So the parade will be about 5:30ish, and then 7 o'clock, I think, is what we're looking at on City Hall lawn for. We're calling it a mini concert so that people understand. They're shooting stuff for American Idol, so it's going to be like those minute-and-a-half songs, and they're doing a certain number, and we're trying to do it at sunset. So there is a filming component here. If people wonder why it's structured the way that it is. There'll be food and beverage there, and some. We'll have a DJ that's playing before and after his portion of it. But that's sort of what the show.
And you got to throw weather into that too.
Yeah.
Well,
When
it's
they're
looking
planning
good. I
that
guess Scotty
summer.
Ray needed it to rain on full moon so that we could be clear on Wednesday, but. That's the rough plan. I think ACES, that does full moon, my group that I'm associated with, we're going to host something Tuesday afternoon. We're trying to do it in Dumont Plaza. As soon as I get that confirmed, we'll do that. But it's going to be a sign making. We're going to provide all the supplies so everybody can come down and make signs for the parade.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, we want we want Meridian to look really good for this. So we'll get the parade routes and all that kind of stuff out to everybody. So it's kind of just a standby thing right now. we're working on it. There's a lot of people doing a lot of work, and it's been fun this week. My little piece that I'm helping with, just calling people and asking them for stuff, and they're like, "Sure, absolutely. What can I do?" And that's always very refreshing. Balances out the difficult parts of the process.
How many people? I'm curious of this. How many people are on the committee to put this together?
I don't know. There's a lot of components. There's a lot going on, so I'm not sure. I know what I'm responsible for.
She ain't wanting to talk, is she?
Yeah. So we're gonna. I want Meridian to look as good as it possibly can. If I got to throw people over my shoulder and bring them across the finish line with me, we're going to do it.
Come on.
So it's going to be good. We want to make Jamal proud, and I'm excited for him. The country loves him, and it's going really well for him. So,
and I agree with the statement that we need to have folks out picking up trash throughout the town. Yeah, hey, let's move on.
Yeah, and I'm going to be really honest that yes, that's something that the city should organize and do. But if you got a business downtown, like this is the time, help us out.
They're going to drive around town, just like his opening. They're going to drive around town. If you live downtown, go cut your grass.
Yeah. Sweep off your front porch.
You don't have to be around the area of the concert, but clean your yard up.
Yeah,
I agree with all that.
It's easy. It's just good common sense stuff, how you can help out.
So the parade will be May the what? If it happens?
It's the 14th Wednesday. So all of the public events that will occur will be on Wednesday. Outside of if you want to come down to do mine on Tuesday and make some signs with us.
Can you go live at the homeless camp? Because they probably don't know any of this is going on.
Why you got to be like? I mean, we are just talking so
we've
good,
got to
and
get
there you
there.
go.
Well, I mean, they're part of this. We've got to make sure that they know what's going on.
I was going to send some mass mailers.
Well, we could do that. We have extra.
Y'all, I try every day with them. I really do. It's incremental changes that we're getting.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's the current plan. Look for a flyer with all details.
But a lot of stuff depends on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
First of all, Monday, and then
you got to win.
Once you get that, you got to win. And then the sign making. Then
so if y'all want you got to vote.
You got to vote. If y'all don't vote, Lord, I hope y'all vote better than you do in city elections. Anyways,
good point.
You gotta vote, but y'all, this is. A lot of people come to these hometown events. It's not just going to be Meridian here.
It's true.
And that's why we're saying fans of Jamal. People that are fans of American Idol. I've gone back and watched several of the hometown events because they were saying, you can have 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people here, and I'm going, that seems like a lot. And then I go and I look in these small towns, and then I look out at the crowd that comes. There will be a lot of people here on Wednesday for this event. So it's a very exciting time for Meridian, and thank you to the Meridian City Council for supporting it and making it a little easier for it to get executed.
There we go. So, that's what we got planning on that. We had a little incident last night on Highway 45. Everybody knows where Avery Dennison is, just on the outskirts of town. We had a little fender bender there. A car went off in the bushes there. A single vehicle accident last night. Some minor injuries. Someone was transported to be checked out with that accident. Coming up, we've got several incidents that happened yesterday. Some accidents that happened and some sad news to pass along as well. We'll tell you all of that coming up next.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. The entire gang is here. It is Fun Friday. We had an incident on Highway 39 yesterday, and I lean toward this being a medical emergency that caused the incident to begin with. Let me show you some pictures here. This is over by the Dollar General, as we'll see that a Toyota car is off in the woods here. And as we look here, pretty much a total loss on this.
Ooh.
And Meridian Fire Department Northeast was on scene here. But I want you to look as the car went off. Look how it pushed up the pavement, hit that, and then the car went airborne and landed out here. Pretty serious there. We've got the ambulance arriving on scene. So we'll pause it there. It's a little loud in the back.
Yeah, I was about to say, nobody can hear you when you play those videos, right? I'm sorry. My arm was on there for just a second.
I think they're fighting across the road.
It just is so sensitive. I put my arm over here for 1 second, and he threw a fit about it. Anyways, next subject.
Minor injuries involved with that, though.
I'm
Lord,
sorry, I'm a
watch
big
out
girl.
for New York. Ann Malone's going up there. And don't start any fires.
Yeah, no joke. Keep your matches in your pocket.
I take it she is a habitual arsonist.
She lives behind me. She sets. She can't help it. She loves to smell smoke. She sets the woods on
Brush fire. Woof, it's called.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Well, continuing this over at mile marker 102, most of yesterday cleanup was still going on with this. Is that 18-wheeler fire that happened there with the paper in it? As we look at this, they're there trying to get all this cleaned up yesterday. So it was a little bit of slow traffic. It should be gone now is what we're looking at. That's all cleared up and done. We got a lot of events coming up this weekend. Don't forget, graduation is today. MCC is going to be out at...
avoid Highway 145 unless you absolutely have to go that way, because I believe they have 2 graduations today.
And I got an invite. I met some nice young ladies that are going to be graduating today.
Oh.
And they asked me to come to their graduation.
Oh.
So they're all trained up and ready to go. So I'm going to do my best to get there. And I think their ceremony is at 2 o'clock out there. So it's going to be busy. And we always get that question of, what's going on out here? Why is everybody out there on the hill?
And they will be parked from the old Grand Avenue White Castle all the way down past the old Q101.
Yeah, sure will be.
Gosh, that seems dangerous.
It is, both sides of the highway usually.
And there's not a lot of shoulder there.
No.
But they do it every time.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
You don't have anywhere else to put that amount of people, really.
So what we're saying is we got to get the preacher man there to get some more pavement out there.
Well, just please be watching for people, because they're walking in the road and them little kids will step out from between cars that's going to the graduation.
Scary.
Drive
I'm glad
slow.
they're having it, don't get me wrong, but please be careful. And if you can go the 4-lane and avoid that area today, do it.
Now, we also got this. We had this come in. Let me show this.
I didn't know there was organization to all that stuff you have over there.
I just thought he reached over and grabbed
He's just like grabbing pieces of paper
Merry
from the
Christmas
pile.
from Scooby and Shaggy.
Are you making fun of our Christmas card that we got back here?
No.
I hate that card.
Why? What was wrong with it?
No, I didn't. Well, I did not know that you were putting me on your Christmas card.
They don't show your muddy boots where you were walking.
When we said, hey, we're going to make Christmas pictures,
No,
that should have been.
what you did not.
kind of a dead
You did
giveaway.
not call them Christmas pictures, for the record. You said
We had ho-ho hats. What do you think we were going to do
that
with
was
them?
for like 2 pictures, and anyways.
This is what we have to deal with
I wasn't.
every day.
I wasn't.
And it's almost time to redo.
It is.
I'm
What is
busy.
your vote?
I'm out of town.
How do we need to do it this year? Where do we need to go for a
Oh,
picture?
definitely the top of the 3 foot. Because man, that was an experience.
Is there any way? Now I'm just asking for a friend here. since we're going to have a new mayor, is there a chance we could all do our Christmas picture from the mayor's desk this year?
The mayor's desk?
Yeah, since I hadn't been allowed in there for the last 4 years.
I'd
feel like
most
it'd be
people
like
are
homecoming.
not allowed at the desk.
Well,
but
we would like to.
Okay.
Could you make a phone call for me?
I mean,
You don't know who to call, yeah.
very true. Very true. I mean, I got a good guess, but
Yeah, I do too.
but anyways.
It's coming. But yeah, we got to start really. I'm serious about this plan.
Okay, I will be in the next picture if Harold is.
We can go to Harold's.
We're going to have captions to delineate.
One act to another. Is that
Tomorrow, don't forget, this is going on downtown Meridian. It's train day. This will be from 9 until 3 at the museum right next to the open train station.
That is a great group of people that have worked very hard
They
to
do.
preserve and make that railroad museum work. So
Railroad
y'all should
lanterns and kids.
It's
can ride
really
the little-
cool in there, and I'm not a trained person, so I can't imagine if you actually.
The history of the railroad in Meridian is just.
Oh, yeah.
just-
It is Meridian.
Meridian is.
That's-
I mean,
it
it,
is
wouldn't
railroad.
be here if it wasn't for the railroad.
It's
That's why
100%.
Sherman tied the knot and all the irons. It was the only way to get this city to collapse, and we still came back.
Well, I could give you some. Okay, I'll hush.
That's the proverbial iron getting tied in a knot, but you're
I was just going to say future out. Never mind. I'm gonna mind my own business and
proud of
behave over
you.
here.
See,
That's a good thing to do there. But it will be fun. Bring the kids out for that and support that. Just tons of little things going on tomorrow that will be happening throughout the area that we're going to be telling you about that I misplaced. And I've got it.
What are they, Scotty?
Let's see here what else we got here. Oh, that's canceled, we think. Oops. We go to the
The
food
fact that
drive.
people might watch this for
The
actual
Christmas
news.
cantata, no, that's not it. The Easter egg hunt, no, that wasn't it. Valentine's banquet, no, I forgot that.
The food drive is going to be taking place with the letter carriers. Those of you who've been putting out your food all week, they're going to be collecting this downtown Meridian at the main post office. You can't miss it, right up from City Hall. Not far from there at all.
So RW needs to put a casserole in his mailbox.
He does.
and
He
it'll
does.
fit in that bag they pass out.
Y'all, we joke about this a lot, but y'all wouldn't believe the women who fight over this man. It's like Meridian's Casanova. We even hear other people fight over
That's
it.
right.
That's just rumor.
I can't speak on it. I've never had the pleasure.
You ain't
You
never
like
got a
casseroles?
casserole. And it must be his cooking that must be the good part.
No, they give him the casserole.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
They
All he
always
does is
lined
buy
up with
chocolate.
chicken and dumplings.
Can you
and-
take off 1 week and he can be my
Absolutely. Absolutely.
what?
He'll have to have a bodyguard.
That's right.
Well,
And don't forget, this will be coming up next week as we get ready for Jimmy Rogers Music Festival. It will kick off the 12th through the 18th. A lot of this is going to be held at the Max, and then one show will be at the
Philadelphia.
and that's called Ellis Theater.
Yes, look at him.
I practiced that.
Jimmy Rogers Foundation's done a great job, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun over at the Max. They've got several days now. They're Wednesday night when the Jamal thing is happening. They do have their singer song, the talent portion. It's going to be over there too, so that's something just to consider. There's a lot going on, but we're excited about the rest of the week too. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think Thursday night is in Philadelphia, and
That
Friday and
sounds right.
Saturday's back at the Max. So.
Lots of events with that, and Jimmy Rogers has been going for 72 years now in our area. That's a long, long time. Up and coming. We're going to take a little trip back, test our friend over
I
there.
can't wait.
Oh, I can see it.
What time is it? 7.
American Portable Buildings not only has buildings, but they also have trailers. They're budget friendly, zero down, no credit check. Come take advantage of these savings today. Take a look at all they have to offer. If it's a trailer you need, they have them from 12-foot to 16-foot to 18-foot, even car haulers. If you're tired of having to borrow a trailer every time you need one, see them today. Call 601-693-6200 or drop by for a visit at 4838 Old Homestead Road in Meridian. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Welcome back. One thing that we forgot to mention, Odie, was this big event that's coming up Saturday also.
Yes, Saturday, the Moose Riders at the Moose Lodge, 11 a.m. till it's gone. It's $25. Nothing like a good crawfish for the ones who eat that stuff. I just don't do it. But this is Saturday, $25, open to the public. Anybody can go down there. This is a BYOB event. So y'all make a point. If you like crawfish, go down there. $25. You can't beat it. Kevin Turbo going to be down there. He'll keep you straight.
Speaking of acronyms, this morning, Julie, I'm going to ask you to help me with this. I read an article.
I'm working and doing this, but yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
I read an article this morning about Jelly Roll and his wife, and he's lost 200 pounds. And it said that they were PDA. And
public displays of affection.
Yeah, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, I thought it was a computer, and I was looking. I think
it's when Greg hugs me real tight when he sees me because he's missed me. That's
public
PDA.
display. I did not know that's what that meant. They're PDA. I've never had to use that in a sentence.
Public what?
Displays of affection. Too much PDA means get your hands off of each other.
They touching one another is what we used to say. But apparently they were all over this. As I mentioned a moment ago, we have some.
They are very touchy.
You're kidding.
Yeah, but you've seen the type, Greg. You go to church and they got to touch one another. They're sitting in the pew and they got to be touching one another. Like, stop that. Stop. There are people that way that when they're around that spouse, they just can't help it. I'm not that way. It's like
my wife can't wait to get her hands around my neck. I mean, is that a PDA?
Same. I understand.
Your TV wife's the same way.
Is that a PDA?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you're not an affectionate person. I sense this.
Oh no, she scares spiders and snakes. I mean,
public display of affliction.
I'm not a toucher. I'm sort of known for that in my friend group.
I can see this.
People get me gifts. I have a sweatshirt that says "Not a Hugger." It's got a cactus on it, and then I actually have a dear friend that had a bag made for me, and I love that bag. And she got it monogrammed. It said "Do not hug." So yeah, you would be correct. Not a big toucher.
That was just you never have that feeling. I had that about old Julie over there,
like a cactus.
She gets you. On a sad note, and I hate to go somber for a moment, but we need to be for just a second here. The gentleman that fell off the roof in Philadelphia.
Neshoba County Fairgrounds.
That's awful.
Has lost his life. He was 78, I believe.
Man. Was he working on his own cabin?
Yes.
Okay, gosh.
His name was Ray Martin. We send condolences to him and his family for that happening. Just an awful, awful thing there as we see the helicopter had landed there at the fairgrounds within the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department. Condolences to that family. Such a bad situation. They were anticipating a fun time at the fair this year, and it turned tragic for them. So keep that family close to your heart.
I hate that.
We don't like for that to happen ever.
No.
Ever. Let's see. We may have to get a new fire hydrant. How hard are fire hydrants to get in Meridian?
I mean, there's a bunch of them.
You want one that works, or you want one just for look like an ashtray?
Does anybody know if this one worked? We were over Poplar Springs Drive here in the 2500 block. It's going to be kind of loud for a second because we're near this truck.
Oh, yeah.
And as we zoom in, we'll go to a still picture here. They blocked the road off because it was just such a mess down there.
But they have a whole, fire hydrant maintenance
Oh, they do?
program. You have to go like test them and replace stuff. And
They just had a company come in and go through every single one of them throughout the city. Michael Ted has really made sure that anything that deals with the fire department is completely up to par. He's done a lot of work in this outside company.
Fire department's in better shape, I think, than
it
it's
ever
been
has
in my
been.
lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. If Meridian's
that
got a
hydrant,
bright
it
star, the fire department's it.
he does a good job there, but he also, like, at our events, they hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
He is always there, and I put him to work. Like at the Crawfish Bowl last weekend, he
And he's never said no, I'm too
he
busy.
stood up there with us for hours, checking IDs for 21 armbands, and that's his
How'd he
job
do on
every
that?
year at the Crawfish Bowl. Well, it's funny because he's like, "Oh, I know you. I know I'm." No, he's fun. He's very good. We got a system up there. So
It works,
it's very
doesn't it?
efficient. Yeah.
All right,
It's
let's
good
see
people.
here. Y'all ready to do a little trivia this morning?
I've been
History?
waiting all week.
Do you know I'm moving on? Yeah, no. Do y'all see the look on her face? She's not catching this.
The show moving on
No,
with
the
Claude
song.
Aiken?
He doesn't
or
get it either.
I got
Who
big
sung
H's.
it?
That would be Hank
Hank
Snow.
Snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same one that sang I've Been Everywhere, man.
I've been
I know that one.
everywhere, man.
Why
Johnny
didn't
Cash.
you do that one?
Huh?
Why
That was the
didn't-
first thing that popped in my mind, but he did do that also. He did a lot of other
What
songs.
was it? Big 8 Wheeler rolling
Yeah.
down the line.
And I'm moving on.
Yeah.
I see you're not impressed by this.
Why do we do this
It's a
every
piece
week?
of Americana is what that was. Bad hair is where we start with this next story. Is what we're going to do.
Don't talk about Greg.
It wasn't
I
plural.
don't have.
It wasn't plural, was it?
The original singer of Blue Suede Shoes,
Carl Perkins.
there you go, born on this day, 1932. But that was really some horrible hair.
Looks like
Know that y'all are in a position to be making
to
fun
me,
of
looks
a full
like
head of
Tom
hair.
Jones.
It does have that look, doesn't it?
Yeah, but in my opinion, he was a lot more talented than he ever got credit for.
True.
He was very overshadowed by Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis. I think
come
Carl
up-
Perkins, he just came in at the wrong time. That's like people that came out when Garth Brooks did.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have a stand, you know what I'm saying? They could have been really good, but
The class of '89 when Garth hit.
exactly.
that.
Well, Carl Perkins was better than he ever got credit for. I'll just put it that way.
Well, Sheriff Todd says that he has the same haircut as y'all do, and he had to have a wig.
Well,
So
get a
we
ball
could-
cap.
We could get a wig?
I didn't know about that.
It'd
I'll
be a
pick
big
it out.
wig. I would like to see that.
What you call a hairpiece where you can glue it to your head.
We ain't gluing nothing.
You could glue it to the back of your cowboy hat.
I definitely
Then you'd have to put a rubber band over your head if you're going to ride in a convertible.
That's right.
All sticking up. I would rather, well, never mind, ain't none of my business. I don't care what you do, but I'd rather see a bald-headed fella than I had one of them looks like he's got a dead cat on his head. I'm sorry.
Let's go back and look at that picture again.
I mean, I would lot rather see a clean, shiny bald head than a dead cat. laying
I'm
up
with
there.
you on that, and that's what that stuff looks like. And I ain't making fun of them, but I didn't know so many women choose to wear a wig instead of natural hair until I've been watching all these fights on
But now
social media
they've come a long ways with that.
because they look real.
That's right.
Well, they can sew
A
on
lot
in.
of women are these days have at least partially fake hair. A lot of people.
Ponytails are fake too.
Well,
You
they
know
do
that?
those weaves where they just
They do the
tie it
partial.
to their
Well,
other. Yeah.
look,
I went to get me one of them. They didn't have nothing to tie off to.
it's a complicated, expensive.
But it is a money making. Wig stores are really bringing in the cash flow.
And hairdressers that put in,
Oh, I
install.
didn't
My daughter did that, and it
Extensions.
would take forever for her to do it. But she was, I mean, it was tedious work, but she did good doing
Yeah, well,
it.
if you tie on here, you did real good.
No, that's what Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, I'm
for.
gonna get me some of them Bob Marley.
Mine's real.
dreads, I think. Do what?
Mine's real.
Snatch it and see if it's real. Give it a
Do
test.
that. You should.
It's usually standing straight up. So.
That's right. Put
The
some
name
teasers in.
Candace Bergen mean anything to y'all?
It sounds familiar.
We go back for, and I have to say she did do a good part
Okay.
in Sweet Home Alabama.
Murphy Brown.
Yeah.
But she was Murphy Brown, and she was what you might call an outspoken woman. You know
I've
anybody
never-
like that? Not so?
Not unfamiliar.
Anybody got a favorite Billy Joel song? Piano Man?
Yeah, that's would be my
Uptown
go-to.
Girl.
That's also. I mean, he's got a lot of good ones. Sing-along songs.
And he's had some other hits, but that's all I can think of. What else? Y'all know any?
He's got a ton of hits, but
So it's a bunch of them. There he is, Billy Joel there. But Piano Man, you have to almost say that's his biggest, wouldn't you?
I love a piano.
Piano Man.
Yeah, I love somebody playing piano. And
What was the song?
I always request that.
He's still in the Navy and probably always. What was his name?
Davey.
Davey.
in the Navy.
Yeah. Catchy little song.
They are sing-along songs. Once they get going, most people know them.
And I'm straining my brain here, and I can't come up with another other than Uptown Girl in that one.
We didn't start the fire.
We start the fire. Yeah.
That's a good one.
We didn't.
That's what I am. Malone's always hollering.
Y'all sure that's
No, she says I did start the fire.
Wait a minute. Isn't that Bruce Springsteen? We didn't start. That's Bruce Springsteen.
I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. When you said Billy Joel, I was thinking Billy Joe Royal. Burns like a rocket.
Yeah, only the good die young. I do know that one.
Oh, gosh.
New York State of Mind.
I'm moving out.
Don't know that one either. I know in a country state of mind. Anybody remember a song called Small Town Saturday Night? The world drops off sharp at the
end of town. Yeah.
Hal Ketchum, born on this date in 53. He just died not long ago.
I ain't gonna say nothing about his hair.
Yeah.
Got some good strong eyebrows.
That was his biggest hit. He had a few other minors, but that was his claim to fame there. What's her name had a song about this?
I love the clues
Madonna.
here.
Well, this is the true facts today. It came out to hit the market, a piece of medicine that helped a lot of folks there.
Viagra.
Loretta Lynn, the what now?
The birth control pill.
That's it.
Okay.
The pill.
And everybody was
Pill.
going to pill. And she wrote a song about it, and he was banned from radio for talking about such a subject. And it got a lot of fiery comeback over that. That was just something you didn't talk about in 1960. I see I'm not getting a lot over there either.
And now, talk about everything.
You can't.
Everything.
Everything. I'm sorry, there is no
Stuff I didn't want to know about.
Exactly.
You're right.
We went from Ward and June and Ricky and Lucy
To the
sleeping in
Connors.
separate, to just pure trash,
Filth.
filth. Watch a 30-minute show and have to go take a shower. That's just disgusting.
That's the best quote I've heard all day.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of showers, you got the same shirt that I saw you in last time.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, though, dear.
It was Saturday.
What?
He
And this
took a
is
shower with the
Friday.
shirt, so it's clean.
Picking on you.
I know she is.
Because
And I
y'all
stressed
never
over
pick
this.
on me.
Never would we
Never.
do that. We're like innocent over here. Mm-hmm. One of the most, as we get near Mother's Day, you have to always give credit to moms. Merle Haggard done this today.
Mama tried.
Woo! You want to talk about a song?
Oh, yes, sir.
It was 1968 he went in and recorded that because she tried.
I like Johnny Paycheck.
I bet y'all's mamas sang that song.
Oh, yeah.
What's the Johnny Paycheck?
Which one?
I'm the only hell my mama
Oh,
ever
yeah.
made. I like Paycheck.
Another liquor store went down.
Well,
And I sang Precious Memories, take me back to the good old days.
but if you look back and see some of the old pictures, he played in Willie's band. He was a steel guitar player.
Done something with Waylon, too, didn't
Yeah, I mean, clean cut with their little bow ties on back in the, I guess, late 50s, early 60s. Paycheck was something else.
he? Then he got too far deep into Pabst Blue Ribbon, and
We seen him at the Temple Theater one night, and I didn't know he was that short. I mean, he wasn't much taller than little Jimmy Dickens.
and that makes people that are that height sometimes to be testy.
Oh, yeah.
And little man syndrome, I think, is what they call that.
Paycheck was, I liked it.
Like Travis Tritt.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. Do y'all remember a guy named Ken Mellons? Man, in the videos is what will fool you because they film them from the floor up. Ken Mellons, I'm an old jukebox junkie, spending my time. I met him and I was like looking down at him. In the videos, it had him look like he's 6'4".
T.G. Shepherd, not very tall.
A little bitty fella there.
Yeah.
We bump it.
Not that we're picking on the high and impaired. That's not a big deal. Just because they're the
Again, that's like you
they're the
picking on the
last
hair
one.
impaired.
They're the last ones to know that it's raining.
Go from the shortest one in the group in here.
Y'all will have to remind me what this woman's name was on the show.
Agnes.
No. Clara. Aunt Clara.
Clara.
Agnes lived across the street.
Agnes was the nosy neighbor.
Yeah, that's Aunt Clara. She the one that kept screwing up the spells.
Yeah.
Every time she tried to do one thing, it turned into something
She always
else.
seemed confused, didn't she?
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't it Ben George Washington or Ben Franklin she brought back one time and he wasn't supposed to be
Well,
there?
all of her descendants now work in fast food. There's a steaming
But
cup.
not at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, man.
A steaming cup of Dr. Pepper. Oh wait,
It was I'm a pepper, you're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to
Would
be?
you like to be a
pepper too?
Do they even? It's the number 2 drink now. Do they even advertise? I don't see those commercials anymore.
Dr. Pepper's the number 2 drink.
Yeah. Pepsi has
Coca-
fell to 4th.
It's Coca-Cola, of course. Coca-Cola.
Of course, it's
it's
Coca-Cola.
Diet.
Cola.
It's Diet
Diet
Coke.
somewhere in there. But
Diet
no, it's right there
Coke,
below it. But
rocks,
Coca-Cola's
Blues.
number 1, and Dr. Pepper jumped.
And then
number 2.
Sprite is number 3 drink in
Yeah.
America now. We
Really?
know that this week. Yeah. I don't know
Where's
where Mountain
water?
Dew
Where's
fell.
Mountain Dew? Because that's what everybody around here seems to drink is Diet Mountain Dews.
I don't know about the diet part.
Well, I do.
It ain't
He's trying to
helping
keep
none.
his figure up.
If I can't get a Diet Coke, I'll
That's your backup.
suffer to it. But I also didn't know that in different parts of the country, different distributors distribute different drinks.
Well, so
'Cause you
Dr.
can get a
Pepper
Dr.
is-
Pepper from a Coke distributor
That's right.
too.
So there's 2 different.
And the
but
bottles are
Dr.
different.
Pepper is his own company.
Independent.
Yeah.
So is Mountain Dew.
Yeah. What
was
but
it?
I think Pepsi's got the overall.
I don't care.
deal for-
Diet Coke's best regardless.
What I want to know is, and y'all tell me, where does that Czech Cola come into this? Is it even
That's
in play?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie.
That was their brand?
Check
Yes.
ginger ale, check
Yeah.
anything you could get, you get it in check. It's the same thing what Sam's used to do.
Sam's
Sam's
Choice.
Cola, Sam's Choice.
As a kid, we used to get those all the time.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
just hadn't seen that Czech Cola in a while there.
Oh, Cher come up with Sun Drop.
That'll rot your teeth out.
I like a
Yes.
Diet Sun Drop.
You
can't
and the
hardly
diet.
well, you can't maintain a body like this with all those calories.
Look at it.
If he
Look
he quit eating or drinking diet, I'd hate to see what the outcome would be.
I had 3 oatmeal pies and a Diet Coke on the way up here. It's called a balance plan.
That's funny.
Come in Dairy Queen, get
Okay.
large fry, big hamburger, giant chocolate milkshake, and a medium
Diet Coke.
That's right. It's a balance plan.
$3.25 for a case is what Kevin said they were.
That
There you
Czech
go.
Cola, yeah.
So who was y'all's
everybody-
favorite? As we go back to the 1980s to
Oh,
remember.
we're still doing this?
Well, yes.
I didn't
Okay,
watch
I'm listening.
Did you have a favorite between the two?
Absolutely.
Who was it?
I like Bobby.
Bobby?
I'd have choked JR. I'm sorry.
I like JR.
You would. You would.
I liked him in
Birds of a feather flock together. I'm sorry. I like Bobby, and I love that Mercedes convertible.
The little red one?
And his wife was pretty as a speckled pup under a
Pulpwood truck.
You must have saw that magazine.
Oh, Pam looked good. Now,
Yeah.
I'm
Right next to
surprised
that
you didn't
vet.
use that picture.
I can't use that picture.
now she wasn't. She
Well,
wasn't
you can
Daisy.
blur it out.
You could with a couple of black
You can just
lines.
take Naked Running Man and
She wasn't
him
pretty-
over
She
the-
wasn't pretty as Daisy, but she.
But
was
yeah,
pretty.
she was a pretty woman.
I haven't seen Daisy in a long time.
You don't want to.
I mean,
yeah.
on
looked like
your
the Stay
screen.
She looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Girl now.
I meant on
she
your screen.
does.
Y'all are ones to talk.
What do you mean? We're the picture of health.
This was the heartthrob of a lot of ladies back in the late 70s and 80s.
Ernest T. Bass.
You talking about the one on the left or the right?
BJ and the Bear.
Who doesn't remember that Kenworth?
Oh, man, yeah.
Sheriff Lobo.
Sheriff Lobo, that was it. But Greg Evigan was a huge star.
Oh, yeah.
And then he went on, he had one more show that I'm aware of after that, and it lasted a couple years. My Two Dads. Do y'all remember that?
No, we ain't going there.
Yeah, he don't like that. He didn't get that channel, Scotty Ray.
I don't watch stuff like it.
I don't know what the premises of the two daddy thing was, but it does lead you to wonder if it was that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Paul Reiser, what was that show that he was in? He was the co-star of that show. It was another big show that he was in later on.
You're the one supposed to bring the news.
I ain't got a clue.
He would be getting off tour. Lori would be somewhere else, and he began to drink. And about 3 days in,
Keith Whitley
it turned
died
south
of
to that.
alcohol poisoning. And that's another one.
You got to drink an awful lot for that to happen.
There is
And he
no telling how far. Ifs and buts was candy and nuts, but anyhow, there ain't no telling how far that guy would have went. He was awesome.
It just everything he touched when he hit was shooting to number one. He had an incredible voice, but what was going on in his life?
Oh
that
man,
drove
because
him to
it's
this?
just so sad to me, like George Jones, just sad, sloppy. He can make the Pope take a drink.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was that bad.
I mean, he
is
just
from
sang.
Chicago.
He just sang some show enough good songs.
And I have got to play this for you, Greg. One of the saddest songs, and it's a new. And I sent you one of the songs this morning. There, a guy named Kevin Denny wrote up a song. It's going to take Whitley and whiskey to get me over you. I have never heard a song ever put that way, and it's just as good as it sounds.
Oh man.
Make the hair stand up on your arm.
I like him sad, slobbing, tear jerking.
That's it.
That kind of music.
And you really look at things. That's what the legendary songs of "He Stopped Loving Her Today." Only songs like that stand the test of time.
Vern Gosden. Oh man, if you're gonna do me wrong,
do it
me
right. There's that new dress in the closet that I bought you. Here's the keys to the new car on the drive.
If you're gonna do me wrong,
do it right. Woo! She's cheating on him if you not get a hand here.
I figured it out.
It would be the final episode today, and I don't care who you are, you like these women because it just, for whatever reason, it worked.
It was funny.
It was funny as we go back to remember the Golden Girls.
You said we've already established that you didn't watch that either.
I could tolerate it.
I like it.
But it really did.
I watched a lot of Golden
It's a good concept. You get some folks that are older. You're not making much money. You move in together to be able to afford
and
the business.
they were funny. I mean, they were all talented actresses.
Their grandma was something else.
Yes.
And she was the youngest one of the bunch, wasn't she?
Well, I know she was younger than the Dorothy that played her daughter.
So a lot of times you can really look older than you are.
Sort of like
not pointing fingers out.
Daddy.
60th birthday.
What'd you say? What?
It might have got leaked out that we were planning your surprise 60th birthday party.
Whoops.
As long as does he have to come?
I'm jumping out of the cake. Gonna be a big old cake
Jump
too.
out of the cake.
I kid you not, I was at a red light about a month and a half ago, and I heard something. You know how you hear something and you think, well, it does sound familiar, but you can't pinpoint it? And it was, I kid you not, a rap version of this song, of Neon Moon.
Oh no.
The dance mix
How do you
rap.
rap that?
That's what I could pick like every word every now and then and go, huh? No. But that's been recut by somebody. I didn't ask him who it was.
Ought to be indicted.
There you go.
One of my favorite full moon moments was Daniel House playing Neon Moon.
Did he do a good job?
Moon. Yeah, but he did a good job. It was
Did you video it?
Yeah, it's somewhere in this archive.
That's another song that will go down in history. I mean, that's just.
Ooh, it was written from the heart.
Oh yeah.
We're going to get together and play some sad songs. Let's go back to remember this one. Anybody remember Daddy Daycare?
No.
Eddie
I don't know that I
Murphy.
ever watched it.
I watched it because it had Eddie Murphy in it. I like
It's
Eddie
pretty
Murphy.
funny. It
was.
We'll give it a B, a good solid B.
What do you give it, Greg?
C plus.
Somebody got fired today back in 2017.
Donald Trump do it. You're fired.
Man
Trump
on the
done it.
tarmac. Yep.
He didn't make it off the airplane.
Gotta go.
We ain't heard from him lately either.
Oh Lord,
I
this
watched
right
a documentary about all that recently. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
This is a flamboyant man, is the way I'm going to word this. He passed away today.
Here. I bet that was a wig.
Yeah, it's got to be a wig. But Tutti Frutti. Y'all remember
Little
that? Little Richard. Little Richard passed away today back in 20. Been a little while since that. 5 years, you believe that or not. Do you remember James Gregory?
Oh, my God. I love this guy
absolutely.
right here. This is
Loved
the
him.
man in America.
Talked about us buying lottery tickets. Said,
Yeah.
Well, it ain't a $3 million. I ain't going to buy a ticket this week.
You can really pick out a picture.
So you make enough over here at Jiffy Lube. You don't need to win, do you?
It's the 7-Eleven, but $3 million ain't going to change your life. You ain't going to waste $1 on it this
I
week.
think I'm going to put a new roof on the house.
Yeah, I'm going to get a new set of tires, like double wide. Screen in the porch.
What was it? Why do you want to know how much I weigh? So we'll know how much fuel to put in the airplane. Fill it up.
Fill it up.
Talked about that one relative that's sitting around after they eat dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I couldn't eat another bite. Said in 5 minutes, won't you bring me a piece of that pie in here?
He was known as America's funniest man.
Oh, he was.
What were you saying about the picture, Julia?
I just say you pick out terrible pictures.
Well,
like that poor man.
I couldn't find a younger picture because.
Well, I'm sorry. Some cars, it don't matter how you paint them, they gonna look like it.
Okay, well, you would know.
Some of us don't make.
He said they put
glamour shots.
What was it, 200 or 2,000 acres for the kangaroo rat so they could mate. He says, what I can tell you is 2 full-grown adults can mate in the back of a Honda Civic.
That's right. And the government's wanting billions of dollars for this endangered rat. It's a rat.
How many times have you been to the pet store and says, well, dang, you're out of aisles.
He was funny.
Oh, man, I love him.
I didn't realize he had passed away.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I did. Sometimes.
Because I'll watch him and a little bit of Ron White every now and then. You got to have a little Ron there shaking that glass.
Mm-hmm. James Gregory is, and I like Ron White too.
Yeah,
James Gregory is something else.
You know who you don't hear much out of is Jeff Foxworthy. Has that taken its run?
No, they still have the Blue Comedy
A couple of $1 million will do that to you.
Yeah,
you don't go to work as much.
I feel like he came and got
gives
his.
you $50 million, and then they go, "We ain't seen Scotty Ray. I don't know where he went. I can tell you, private jet."
He didn't go anywhere real high.
No,
but
Ain't going by boat either.
he ain't going to the 3-foot building either.
Yeah, boy, that's just spooky. The more I think about that. We'll be right back.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. You know, we were talking about comedians, and I don't know if you remember this, but they used to be on TNN a ton, and they used to play at the Choctaw Indian Fair all the time. Williams and Reed, the white guy and the Indian. Do you remember that act?
I don't remember that.
No.
Really?
No.
Got nothing.
They were hilarious.
Obviously,
he poked fun at everybody. It was good, and they do little singing acts. Okay.
Well, that was a while back. You can't do that no more.
Odie asked me yesterday, is there anybody you have not insulted today? Sorry if I missed you.
That was at 10 a.m.
Yeah, we'll be back around here shortly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yesterday when I was out and about, and I don't know whether somebody done this because they were cruel or they were trying to help help something. I don't know the answer to this, but I stopped and I took a picture of it when I discovered it. I was over by the Drury Inn, and Brian showed up. He's from the Puppy Pound, and somebody had left a box of puppies in the parking lot. Just left them.
Is that not crazy?
And so he showed up to help out there. These little pups need a little help there. There's 4 of them. They're still on milk. They were bottle feeding them when I left. He brought some bottles, and they were nourishing them back to health there. So
I will say I'm glad that somebody didn't just leave them on the middle of the road.
Yeah, they found where somebody could get it, but you know, it's still sad. And if you like a pup, I don't know what kind of little pups those are. Yet Brian could tell you. You can call them at 485-2325. He'll tell you more about it. And they got a lot of other little friendly fellows that probably need a home this morning.
What would Bo Cephas think if you brought home a little brother or sister?
It'd be.
How would that go?
He'd be in therapy.
Yeah, that's about how Chrissy would do.
They don't take well to sharing, do they?
Chrissy, that dog would come upon ill fate.
And we got we got a pup that's been found over at the Dollar General. I believe this is in Little Rock, Mississippi. Let me show you this dog.
That's pretty.
He's hanging out up there. If y'all have seen him.
Pointer.
GSP. Is that it?
Looks like it.
That's a $100 dog.
Yeah. So
that's same dog as Bert.
Is that what that is? Mm-hmm. Pretty dogs. If you're missing your pup, that'd be
they're good dogs.
They're smart.
Yes.
They're dogs that can open and close their own doors and stuff.
Bert knows how to get on the bed and go to sleep.
Chrissy knows how to get people to pet her.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah,
that's her secret talent.
Well, Ellie's secret talent is if your hand is laying somewhere, she takes her nose and gets up underneath.
It's the the nose with her little wet nose. It's like I see it sitting there.
It's similar
doing nothing.
It's similar to those gold diggers out there. If you're a slot machine, how they'll come up and try to get underneath your arm and you're playing the $5 machine.
Where did this happen to you?
I just saw it happen to somebody one time. I was up there.
Okay. Oh, okay.
When we used to go to the Silver Star and do all of the announcements and everything, I couldn't help but notice that.
Yeah.
See what you learn from this show.
I learned so much.
This is an educational show.
No test.
That's right.
No test.
We needed to officially make the announcement that this ain't happening.
Yeah, it's officially official. If you're a food vendor or volunteer, I'm getting all that info out to you, but we have...
Scotty Ray's let the air out the balloon.
Let the air out the balloon. We'll get rescheduled announcement on our Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So no full moon tonight. Sorry.
Been a lot of songs written about the moon, hasn't there?
They really have.
Werewolves of London. Oh, you remember that?
I'm sorry I missed that. What'd you say?
I'd say that. That was a pretty good song.
No, it wasn't.
I liked it.
I don't like it.
Well, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that...
That means it's a fact.
That is not how it works.
We finally we got red lights back working. Let me show you why.
That's
I don't know if I had a
good.
chance on Monday to show this, but on Highway 39 at Briarwood Road, we had the lights out. There was a wreck last weekend.
It was a show enough wreck.
And let me go here and just show you what went on here. It was several cars involved in this, 2 cars involved. We had one here, and then see that off in the ditch there? Look at that.
Well, not many people use those red lights anyway.
That's a still there. I almost coughed.
Can't park there.
And
like that.
that's what's left of a Tahoe that was involved in the.
Do the buff out one.
Oh.
Do the buff out one.
Oh yeah,
But,
buff.
But that's why the red light was down. It just plumb took it out.
And that's on 39?
Yeah.
Okay, I know where you're at.
And so it took a few days. They had the stop sign little things up there, but they got it fixed finally. So back to normal as it goes. We also had another worth mentioning accident on 8th Street this week. Kind of took the rear off of that one, and then we go over here to take a look at this car. Yeah, it was a day of boo-boos throughout this week there. We also had one on Poplar Springs Drive I thought we'd bring up. I hadn't mentioned this one there. A little fender bender that happened there earlier in the week as well. So we're not short on any accidents happening.
And with all this rain coming, please
You knew where I was
be
going.
careful. Please be careful. If you need him, call old Chet Parker. He'll buff it out.
He'll buff it
That's
out.
right. He'll buff it out for you. But I'm telling you, with this rain, just slow down, pay attention, put your phone down.
Leave early.
And give yourself, that's exactly right, Eddie. You give yourself enough time to get where you're going.
You'd rather get there early and sit for 5 minutes than not get there at all.
That's exactly right.
I always appreciate it when police officers stop and talk to kids. I thought we'd bring this up. That was nice of them to stop and help them out there.
Well,
Had this sent in from a viewer that said they just want to thank MPD for doing that. Appreciate that.
Goes a long way.
It does. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. What was I?
And then you wonder why your insurance so high, Carl said. Yeah.
Well, I spend a lot of time on the road, and there's some bad drivers out there.
It is, isn't it?
I mean,
hey, that left lane ain't for riding.
Lord, I want to get some signage for my. I get burned. I drive back and forth I-20, back and forth.
You know, we hadn't brought this up yet, but I think it needs to be addressed. We got a Pope from America.
Chicago.
Yeah, but everything he spoke yesterday was nothing in English.
Well,
is that the Catholic language?
Yeah, that's what.
Well,
and again, I don't know much about it, so
yeah, I don't know. It's a bunch of. I'm not Catholic, but you know that it's a lot of history, and so I appreciate y'all like sticking with tradition.
Well,
that's what I've heard.
I think it's cool that we got an American Pope.
I think a lot of people are very surprised that we got an American Pope, but he was. When did he become a cardinal?
You got me
He's
on the
held a lot of
trivia.
high positions.
He's been a cardinal, I think, at least a couple of years over there, and so I don't know how all that works.
I don't understand all that, therefore I do not comment.
Yeah,
I understand that
feelings.
He did make some posts where he wasn't a big J.D. Vance or Trump fan. I think he's made a couple posts in that. He voted Republican.
Yeah, I was about to say, he is a Republican, though.
Yeah, he is Republican, but he didn't agree with immigration is what his
and you know
problem
what? You don't have to agree on every single issue, and that's okay. We don't have to blindly follow one person just because we're in a party.
My wife actually texted to me. I was going out. You know how you halfway sit on your phone? And I thought Pope Leon. I said, that's pretty good for an American. I thought it was Leon. And then I found out later that I read it wrong.
Yeah.
It was Leo.
No, you mispronounced his name?
No, I didn't say it anywhere. I just saw it on my phone. I didn't have my glasses
He added letters to this.
Added letters.
Well, I know a lot of people named Leon.
He had some leftover letters from them toads in the road.
But, will this guy carry on that left that the last one had, or will he be down the middle? I don't know. I don't know enough about him.
I still say there's a rule book that the Pope should follow.
We all got the same
one. You don't be
one.
left, you don't be right, you be right down what the rule book says.
I agree with that.
It ought to be.
But it doesn't often work that way. We'll give him a few weeks in office to see what happens. And it was sent out as a funny. Were they really joking that they got upset over the little meme there of Trump dressed as the Pope? Did they really get upset over that, or was
I'm sure somebody did.
Oh, did you see the meme of Joe Biden? They said after some 3 a.m. voting, they had elected a new Pope. Had Joe Biden.
I missed that one.
Russia votes came in at 3 a.m.
I saw Snoop Dogg out there on a meme.
I saw that one too.
That's the only one I saw.
White smoke coming out.
White smoke, yeah.
Okay, I get it. I'm following you there.
It was kind of funny there.
Okay.
Let's see what else happened here. Did y'all Judge Jenny? Have y'all seen this?
I don't know who that is.
From Fox News, Judge Jenny. She had her own TV show.
I don't watch the news.
Here she is. Let me show you a picture. You've seen her face, Greg. Judge Jenny.
He doesn't watch Fox.
She's not I said up here. I knew it was something like that.
But she has been appointed. She has gotten her name put up there. She's going to be going in for the attorney for the District of Columbia.
Ooh, boy, that's going to change DC's outlook on a lot of stuff.
She is right down the middle of. Y'all get ready. She will shake things up. So y'all look for some controversy to be coming out of Washington.
But I do trust her not to just pick a side and say this is the way I'm going to do it because I believe it. I trust her to be that role of a judge and do what's right.
We just desperately need in government for people to get in and just do their jobs.
Do the right thing.
Just do their jobs.
I agree with
everything's
that.
not got to be election political based. Sometimes it's just do your job.
Sometimes just do what's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just do what's right.
Some deals that have happened this week, if y'all have seen this, we see that we've struck a deal with the UK to where the tariffs are going to be worked out. Also, Volkswagen, the number 2 largest manufacturer in the world, is going to be putting plants here. Did y'all see that? Saturday, tomorrow.
Maybe they'll come back with the Beetle.
What was that?
I don't know what
That's that ice machine that
It's the moon.
sometimes...
It's the air being let out of the moon. Scotty Ray can't. So I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's like.
Okay.
So,
Somebody's wheels turning.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to be in negotiations tomorrow with China. So maybe we can work a little something out there and save Tumu. Or whatever.
Timu.
Timu?
Timu.
Did you see the pictures of their ports? Turkey season's over.
It's
What is that?
You have to
I don't
go
know. People can't hear it, so we got to stop. But it's
I don't know.
loud. And
It's very loud. It's like something moaning in the back.
It's the people that's living through this show.
it's the outcry from the public. So please shut this down.
You know what time it is? I've been quiet this whole
You know
time.
what time it is?
We'll be right back.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie and the gang.
The gang.
Here we are on a Friday.
Wanted to mention a few things that are happening this weekend. Don't forget the Soule Steam Festival is going to be going on tomorrow downtown Meridian also.
And if you've never been, that's pretty cool.
And now look, this is in a block and a half of each other. You can go see the trains, go to Soule. This is right there, walking distance between the two. You will have a very enjoyable time.
If you got some little kids that love machines and trains, or if you got some big kids like that weigh in at 300 like Greg, take them.
I like that.
Also,
she said that.
Don't forget, it's Touch a Truck coming up tomorrow, also at Highland Park for the kids.
Yeah, the kids.
Maybe
climb
that's
on
what
these.
that guy was doing with that Coke truck.
That may have been.
He was trying.
Touch a Truck.
I'm sorry.
Kind of worked out there.
Everybody does a good job of bringing out the real big equipment. And
that car show is Lake Mississippi.
We got one at West Lauderdale also.
Oh, West Lauderdale got one.
Yeah, we got this coming up tomorrow, 9 a.m. until 1. We do have a car show there also. All proceeds benefit the West Lauderdale Band, if you can make it out for that also. Let's see what else we got.
Where's it at?
West Lauderdale.
Okay, it's at the school.
Yep,
Okay,
9 to 1.
Yeah, that's what that big black letters say.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
I'll help you with them big words in a minute.
Soule, as we mentioned, going on. And we did mention that we do have a car show happening in Lake this weekend. If you've got one, please let us know. We'll be glad to put that out for everybody.
Scotty
And
Ray,
then crawfish tomorrow from 11 a.m. to whenever it's done. $25 at the Moose Lodge for the Moose Riders and all of these places that they support for kids. Go out and support that BYOB.
Where's our explanation of the screams? That was Scotty Ray's ice machine.
Yeah, it was an ice machine going.
There were no animals
There was no
mistreated in this. There was no
cats
animals
hurt
in
during the
making of this
process.
show. There were no animals hurt.
Oh,
It was painful though.
it was the collective screams of his English teacher's past.
If you were on Highway 19 North in between Collinsville and Meridian around Whippoorwill Road, there is a structure fire. Whippoorwill Road, Highway 19, be careful. Emergency apparatuses are en route to that, so be careful in that area.
That's truck misspeed.
So that's Whippoorwill Road's going to be shut down for a little while. So be careful this morning.
Do we know how big the fire is? If it's a small fire,
We know it's a shop.
Well, it started
at
small.
MTS. NTS, the shop at the water department is on fire. I hope my water bill don't go up again.
I hope they got some water.
I hope they got some water.
Yeah, good point.
I bet
I hope
they'll be
everybody,
happy
and
about
I'll
the
say, I
fire.
hope everybody's okay. Be careful.
They might like the Sugar Lane Fire Department again.
Stop.
But I'm
you
just,
need
I'm
to
sorry.
stay out of.
I'm gonna show her face. I'm not. Fox
Now, if
News.
this is scary, I don't want to see it.
I'm gonna slide it across. This is Fox News. She was a guest on there. Have y'all seen this? She just, and boy, they are eating the co-host alive. Of she's live on Fox News, and she's talking here. Y'all watch this. I'd slide it forward.
I've heard
And-
there were shows that do that to you.
He attempted to keep going, and then he was trying to read his script, and he asked her a question after she fell on the floor. And he goes, "Oh, we're going to go to commercial now."
Yeah. If I pass out, will you please go to commercial?
But that was a face plant. Do you realize how bad that had to be?
I'm sure it hurt.
You do realize if you pass out, nobody knows what button goes to the commercial.
Yeah.
So you're
We'll
off
be
the hook
on
with it.
from
We'll be
now
on
on.
forever. We won't never go to sleep.
I'll just go
around
start
here.
unplugging stuff.
Just push till something stops.
Yeah.
What's that plug do?
So you going any double deckers? Where are you going this weekend?
Well, I was supposed to have full moon tonight.
Now you can
I
go
don't
back
know.
to New Orleans.
We might actually do that. Run down to New Orleans. I don't know. Undecided.
You can take the train down there. You got to drive.
I could take the train down there, but probably won't.
You got to jump just at the right time, or you'll. That my you was gonna get a ticket.
And then Mother's
stuff.
Day on Monday or on Sunday, and then my yeah, that's about it.
Hope it all works out that way. Oh, we want to bring this up because I know some hottie toddies are in the crowd here.
No, I'm not one. I'm Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
I just have to spend time.
Loud.
Yes, bless their hearts.
I'm with you on the bless their hearts.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Egg Bowl has been scheduled. Make your plans now for Friday, November the 28th of this year for the Big Egg Bowl. It's going to be at Mississippi State.
I'm glad they moved it off of Thanksgiving.
No, that was absolutely the best thing they could have done was keep that on Thanksgiving, and they messed every
When
bit
you
of that.
go, then it's then you gotta like eat your turkey
Well,
dressing
you need to
and start
decide
running.
which one means
Get
more
a turkey
to you.
leg, and you'll be all right.
I'm
You can
sorry,
hold a
you're
turkey
going to be
leg.
with your family gathered around a table and being thankful?
You can
or
do
you
that
want to
in
go
the-
watch a bunch of folks
You
chase
can
after
do
a
that
pigskin?
outside.
I want them to do that
on
on
a
Friday,
card
so I can do
table.
both.
Well,
I don't want to miss
Take a
anything.
card table to the game.
So what should they doing now on Thanksgiving or not?
This is the day. Well, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Let's work through this, Scotty
Work
Ray.
with him.
They just said it was on Friday.
Pull your calendar up.
That's the day after Turkey
That
Day,
was
though.
ugly, but it was always before that on Turkey Day.
It was, and then it wasn't, and then it was again, and now it's not again. Keep up.
Okay, all right. I got a little lost there.
Gotta love Mississippi.
You wouldn't even have to have an undercover operation for this to happen in Meridian, but they had an undercover sting in Jackson, Mississippi, where they caught someone buying drugs in a motel room.
No.
She's going to jail.
So
Hate to hear that. I'm pretty sure you could do it on a street corner here without even having to rent
A
the hotel
singular
room.
person went to jail?
Yes, she
Wouldn't it
did.
be? Oh, it was undercover stuff.
Undercover
Got
went
it.
in to buy
Got
it.
They
okay.
didn't arrest the ones selling them because see they
Yeah,
got
they were
bags too.
yeah,
I'll draw
all
you
right.
a picture. in a
Thank
little
you.
Oh, have mercy.
I lose IQ points, I swear. Coming up here.
Got any birthdays, Odie? We got anybody that's called a birthday into that?
we got some. Let's see. We got Kurt Schroeder's having a birthday.
He was in some TV show, wasn't he, Schroeder?
That was Ricky.
No, that was Ricky
that's his
Schroeder.
first cousin.
It might be. You never know.
What show? was it?
Terrell and Stacey Thompson celebrated 20 years together yesterday. Brian and Mandy Guess has a anniversary today. Clay Bowman, Katie Stevens had a birthday yesterday. Kyle Bowman had a birthday yesterday. Mark Ingram, he typed in that this Sunday will be his mom's first birthday in heaven, and we usually don't post them, but that just touched me on that one, Mark, so I know it's going to be a tough time. Clark Gallion turned 19. Got Ainsley Moles is 11. Jacob Willis. Emily Willis is Saturday. And Fred and Evelyn Thornhill's got a anniversary.
Schroeder played the dad, if you remember, on Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors. He played the daddy in the made-for-TV movie about the song.
I thought he played a kid. Wasn't he a kid actor too?
That's what I remember him from.
I was sitting up straight and making Greg look like. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back here. Sorry.
You look short again.
Cher wore that dress. Oh, you remember that? The Cher show from the 70s?
I'm scared. What are you talking
I'm just saying. I
Sonny
recognize-
and Cher.
Sonny and Cher. I just remember the dress.
She
from
wore
that.
this
You
dress.
are taller than Greg. So
I ate my turnip greens.
She's a turnip green eating woman.
Yeah, that's right. No comment.
Poke salad, Annie.
This is, I mean, it's just.
No, I didn't say it was bad. I just said that she wore it in the 70s. I remember that color from that.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything bad about
All
it
right.
at all.
I can't ever tell when y'all are making fun of me.
It's red.
What do you make? We don't ever make fun of you.
You, Greg.
Oh, sorry. So,
I thought you
so
were honest.
sensitive.
we had a late birthday coming.
Who'd we have?
Rodney Wingnut Wings got a birthday tomorrow.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And for every single one of you mothers out there, come Sunday, happy Mother's Day to everyone. We hope you have a blessed Sunday and hope you get to see your kids and or at least talk to them. I know it's hard to travel sometimes, but every one of you mothers out there, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And hey, you never know, my grandbaby may come on Mother's Day.
I'm telling you, we've been waiting for 2 weeks. That's
Ain't
all
that
I've
the
heard.
truth?
I think that girl's gassy. She ain't pregnant.
She's built up an awful lot, but yeah. So
And if we were still on radio, we'd make you cry right now as we would play. And I'm going to make you stay after to hear it. We're going to play Roses for Mama in a minute. So you can't go anywhere on that.
Golly.
They're keeping me captive. They call that kidnapping in some states.
Have any of y'all ever watched the show
No,
Mass
I think
Singer?
that's stupid.
No, my
You know what I'm
wife
talking about?
watches that, makes me want to throw
I
up.
think that's the
And
dumbest thing
some
I've ever
country
seen.
girl just won the.
That's where I was
I've
going with
seen
this.
that.
I'm a
Why are you so
redneck
angry?
woman. She was known as Pearl on there, and she was unmasked as the Mass Singer. She got a little age on her, y'all.
Who is it?
That's
Gretchen
the whole
Wilson.
point is that
Gretchen
you're
Wilson.
not, you can't see who it is.
Yeah, but I mean, that show just.
And you're
dumb.
just
But it
judging
don't make no
based off
sense.
of
It
their
is-
talent.
It isn't my pick, but it is huge in ratings. It is working.
I think Gretchen Wilson's had a good time.
That was
she's
Gretchen
here for a
Wilson.
good time, not a long
Yes.
time kind of
What was
mentality.
that? I'm a pistol packing mama.
Yeah.
Here for the party.
She lived
all
the
that.
songs that she.
I think she did go to Walmart and buy that underwear. I'm just going to be honest with you. It sure seemed like it.
I don't watch that. I don't get that channel.
I think she can drink
Make it
some
without
grown
it?
men under the
Yeah.
table.
She can do what she wants to.
All right. Well,
She
that's
can. All right, are we about done?
we're about done.
I'm in
Happy Mother's
overtime.
Day to everyone.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. You wouldn't be here without them.
Be nice. Be kind. Happy Mother's Day to my sweet, precious wife. She has been a very good mother to our daughter.
Oh, that's very sweet. Happy Mother's
Half
Day.
the time they
have a good weekend.
They're rolling around choking each other, but other than that, they've been
Well, that's
very
the way it
good.
goes sometimes.
That's right.
All right. As we leave, Odie, have you got a Bible verse for us?
Well, we're going to bring something up that the good Lord's going to lead us to. John 13. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. Well, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, if he can stoop down and wash somebody's feet, we can do that.
Wasn't
Let's
that
work with each one another.
Thursday before Easter?
I think so.
That
Where you
happened.
wash your feet. Yep.
We used to call it the foot washing.
That's right.
That is
Maundy
is something.
Thursday or something like that. I can't remember.
Pay attention over there.
Y'all put Jesus in your
Monday.
life. He can.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can walk with you daily through all of your problems. If you have something that you're dealing with, give it to the Lord. Let Him take that burden. You don't have to. Put Him in your heart, and it'll change your life. Y'all have a wonderful day, and have a great weekend. This is going to be a good weekend. The rain. Be careful with the rain when you're out driving in it. Be safe, and we'll see you Monday.
Trump had to get him one last firing before it was all done. He has fired the Librarian of Congress. She's out of there.
What could you do to get fired? Did you mess up the card catalog or something?
The Dewey Decimal System got misplaced.
Why is this book ahead of this book? You're
Who
fired.
that decimal out of the way?
You got 10-year terms, and she made it to 9, and he said you're out of here. So I don't know who's going to get to that.
Probably talking. You remember how much trouble you got into for talking in the library?
That's
I
what
had to write like 1,000. I will not talk in the library. I will not talk in the library.
Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see y'all back next week. That's where you got to talk.
Happy weekend. Happy Friday. Thanks for
Mother's
watching.
Day. We love y'all. Have a good weekend. Toodaloo.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.